Paul, now we kind of thought they were going to come here today and make it a bit difficult for us, and obviously the games were played previous this season. We've lost one of them, went up there and beat them 3-0 a few months back, but we didn't expect that today. I mean, to come away with a 7-0 win, 4-0 up at half time, could have been more. It could have even been more than 7 overall, but the boys were just, you couldn't even praise them anymore. They were just outstanding.
Well, that's it. We're 4 up in the first 30 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
And as you say, we could have been more out of sight. Some of our play was really good. We actually deliberately picked a young midfield today. They were all 3 20-year-olds and an 18-year-old and Jack Kenner. And sometimes you get Jack's only 18, coming 19, so he gives so many good assured performances. So we went a football in there, and it worked a treat. We had a good supply line. Sometimes when you get the supply line going the way we're going, it can come at a price where players give the ball away and you can get a wee bit frustrated. But I thought Dalen in particular and Josh were excellent on the ball, and they give us a new dimension, particularly when we're looking to attack.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a couple of missing the last couple of weeks as well. I mean, a few come back, obviously the last couple of weeks as well. But as you said, the midfield just controlled the game.
Yeah, well, that's it. And then obviously the back three do what they're doing. They're defending well. They keep a good line and caught them offside 4 or 5 times. They get a bit frustrated with it. And that's credit to the back three. Keeper was excellent as usual in the first half. The whole game actually, but never put a foot wrong. And then the front two do what they do. If you give them a supply, you've always got a chance. But as I said, the midfield three, Fraser scored the game today as well. Like the first 4 goals was from the 3 potent players. 2 from Michael and 1 from Matthew and 1 from Johnny in the first half. So it's a good build for next week. Some people have complimented us here on the performance. The referee actually says it was as good a performance he's seen this year, and that was nice to hear that. So really pleased overall. Good day at the office, and the players were excellent on and off the ball.
It was good to see Big Kylan's back today as well. Obviously he was out for a couple of weeks after his wee injury at Ards, and then Lewis Patterson to come back today and get a goal. He was a bit shocked himself obviously, but I mean, it was great to see those boys back. It's more options for yourself obviously for the back line.
Yeah, well that's it. And Chandler Douglas came on today, and in 10 minutes he was on, made 2 goals and had scored a goal as well. Could have scored a goal. But a fantastic contribution in the short time he was on, and as you say, Lewis had none, but just make a good contact. That's what he did from the corner. So really pleased, good performance, good off the ball, good on the ball. So good workout.
It was good, obviously now a bit more confidence building into this massive game of Friday night. I mean, it's going to be another massive night for the club. We talked about it over the last couple of weeks. I mean, we've obviously been talking about it everywhere, here, the club, social media, whatever. But to go in with that type of confidence for Friday night, it's a good thing to have.
Well, it is. The team's a good momentum at the minute. We've won a number of games now, and the one gets that belief that they need. Obviously, it's a different kettle of fish on Friday because you're playing the team that's up around the top of the league. They've got a great pedigree the full time, and we're not expected to do anything. But we'll go out. It's a great occasion for the club. The players are looking forward to it. They'll prepare well for it this week, and we'll try and do as best we can. But we know we're on a hiding in a hum. But as well as we can do is keep this confidence, this mood, this belief up, and hopefully it gets us somewhere.
Obviously, get into this game on Friday night. I mean, the boys are playing with no fear at the minute. I mean, when you first came in a lot of months ago, the boys were a bit sort of, I wouldn't say scared here and there, but their confidence, we talked about it in our first couple of interviews with you, the confidence was quite low. But they seem they play at the minute with no fear, and that's an our positive going into Friday's game, because Larne are going to obviously be a massive test.
Well, when we came on, the effort was always there, we felt, and I know we used to say that, even when we got a couple of bad beatings, it was they just lacked a bit of direction, a bit of momentum. We weren't great with the ball. We're still got a bit to do. We're better with the ball. Unless if we can get that into our game on Friday night, then you've got a fighting chance, because you're going to spend most of the game chasing the ball when you play teams like Larne. So we have to get on and do a game on them. We have to try and get around them. We have to try and make it difficult. We have to play with the ball. We have to be brave. And at the end of the day, there's all the signs pointing towards that, because the mood's good. You've seen it today. People want the ball. Our transition's really good when we turn in the play over. When we're losing the ball, we're getting really back quickly. A lot of people are working very hard. Not just the back 4 or the back 3, but the midfield are working really hard. The strikers are working hard. So it's just a good all-round joint team performance at the minute.
Now, and obviously with a big test, I made an announcement the other day. I wanted to get your thoughts on it. The last couple of weeks we've been bringing a lot of young players into the squad. We made another announcement the other day with Ray Alexander coming in as part of the background team. We made that announcement the other night, and obviously Ray's going to be dealing with the younger players, and obviously the young ones coming through our new new sort of setup we have here at the Welders. But can I finally get your thoughts on that today? Because obviously it's good to have Ray on board, because Ray has a lot of experience, and obviously you know him quite well. You've known him a long time, and you know what he brings to the table. So it's another massive plus for the backroom team.
Well, Ruben and I worked at the AFA in the performance programme, so we worked closely. We went many trips together, many youth case study groups on development and in other countries. So the basic is we're trying to get players coming through for the club. We're very fortunate in that window we identified some players from other clubs. We brought them in, they've settled in really well. But now is the time to try and make our own, get players in. We've forged the link now with Ridgeway Rovers, hopefully get that more established, good boys club locally, and hopefully that can bear fruits, because we can provide a pathway for their players. And we're looking, obviously, we're hoping to have Bournemouth coming over soon as well. I've got good contacts here at the club, and they're going to come and assess. I'm actually hoping they'll be here next week at the game. But listen, we're trying to develop links, promote the club, promote the players, give a pathway, open up opportunities, and that's a winner for everybody. You know, the likelihood is we might lose players in the future, because you know we've got some talented boys here, and there's going to be people hovering about. But at this moment in time, you know, players are happy, they're enjoying themselves, the mood's good, and you know, it's a good place to be.